Hello! I'm coming to you from my childhood home, as you can see from all the toys. Actually, these are my nephew's toys, but I can play with them if I want. For instance, this, and this are definitely my toys. They've always been my toys, and I'm keeping them, and my nephews can't have them. But apart from that, the rest of them are my nephew's toys. Anyway, it's the end of 2011. Oh, nearly the beginning of 2012. I'll be back in London next week, but for the present time, I'm in Wales until next year, which is only about 4 days, actually. But I probably should have some sort of resolutions, I think. As you can see, I've got a load of wigs that I haven't made any sort of videos with since I've been here, because I didn't have any power and I've been busy doing other things, really. But, you know, who knows? Maybe I'll do more wig videos in 2012. Who knows? Who knows? This really doesn't go with this top, does it? Or does it? It's almost exactly the same colour. Anyway, resolutions. Yes, for 2012, I'm actually going to do my first solo Edinburgh show for the Free Fringe, for PBH's Free Fringe. And I don't know where it's going to be because I haven't got confirmation of the time and the place. But it's going to be, and I'm going to have to write it now. And I've definitely pitched it. It's going to be something about urban archaeology. I said this, and then I'm like, what do I mean by this? Now, I think I know what I mean by this, but I have to write something and have to make it quite amusing and wonderful and enthralling and get people to come to it, which is the hard thing, which is always the hard thing. So I've got 8 months to write that, so I better start cracking, really, hadn't I? Definitely start cracking. So I've got that for 2012, so that is definitely a resolution that I cannot break, because I'll look very stupid if I do. This is going to go horribly wrong, isn't it? Never mind. It's something that I've got something to focus on. I've also got to try and fund it, because obviously, even though it's the Free Fringe and it's free entry and people put money in a bucket, I've still got to pay for the actual getting up there and being there and all the publicity, and probably more than last year, because I didn't really do that much publicity last year. Probably do need to pay for that, so I've got to think about that. So I've got a job. I've got several jobs. I probably need to get several more jobs to make up for it. Right, that's quite difficult. I'm also doing more stand-up comedy. I'm going to do more stand-up comedy. Last year I was in a bit of a fallow period. I didn't do much stand-up comedy. I was a bit of a sort of, I mean, apart from Edinburgh, I did it for a whole month in Edinburgh, and I did it a little bit before and a little bit after, but really I've got not that much coming up. The thing is, it gets disheartening. It's very disheartening, and it's quite an expensive thing to do if you're not getting paid. And I am getting paid for some of the gigs, but seeing as I've got to save up for my Edinburgh show, the ones that I'm not getting paid for, which are just done for the love of the art, are not so good if you can't actually afford to spend 150 quid getting up north to do this. Well, to be honest, it doesn't pay that well, really. You get some paid gigs and you get quite a lot not paid gigs, and it's a sort of open secret. It's like, no, shh, mustn't tell people, but almost everyone, even the people on the television, probably do their fair share of not really getting any money for the gigs, and really they make their money by doing the very big gigs and the TV. I should probably start to try and get some TV. Yes, I'm going to be in Doctor Who by the end of the year. Yeah, I'm not. That's a terrible resolution, because that one is doomed to failure, because I can tell you now I haven't got a part in Doctor Who. I'd love a part in Doctor Who. That would be the ideal thing. Yeah, I don't see why not. I've got class, I've got Elaine, have I got talent? Well, I don't know. Maybe I have. I've certainly got the right to work in television if I want to, because I'm all paid up and everything. Got my spotlight and my equity and all sorts of stuff. It's just all that comes down to now is actually getting in it, which is the hard part, it turns out. You think, no, all the other stuff is going to be really hard. Now, the other stuff is quite expensive, but it's really getting the parts that's the hard. And to be honest, I've not made that much effort, so I can't really blame anyone but myself for being a complete and utter failure. But this year I will not be a failure. So this is my resolution for this year. Wrapping it up. I will not be a failure by the end of the year. That remains to be seen, because last year I made a vow with my dad that we were going to do something spectacular, each of us, in 2011. Did that happen? Well, we've still got 2 days to go at this present point in time. It's the 29th. I think the chances of us doing something spectacular in the next 2 days, probably not high. Never mind, we're not dead yet. I hope we don't die in the next 2 days. This is going to be a terrible last word, isn't it? Anyway, that wrapped up. Happy New Year and have a good one, and I hope it's all wonderful for you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.